All right. I believe now the chat feature is going to be available. I believe now the chat feature is going to be available. Let me know if you're being able to chat. I'm being able to see the chat section, so I know that it's there. Just let me know if you are being able to say hello, say hi, and then I can really start sharing. Hi, Vansh. Hello. I am so glad to see you here. I'll just quickly ask my team to reshare the link so that anyone who missed the last session can rejoin. Uh, I'm super excited for this session too, Seema. We'll start right at 6. We are going to start directly at 6, and till then I'm just gonna chat a little bit with you. No, Ritika, there's gonna be no replay. I will probably keep this video up for about a few more hours later, but then after that I'll just unlist it, because if you are not able to show up on a Sunday and within a few hours even after ending this, probably you will get a different chance later. Most people take action in the moments itself. Hi Ariba, so glad to see you here. Do we have any academy students here today, or is it like everyone who just like follows me and is not part of the academy yet? Shraboni, hi, hello. Thank you so much. I am so excited that I finally hit 100K. It was definitely a goal that I wanted to reach for such a long time. I'm doing great. I'm doing amazing. Thank you. Yes. Sarvam, you're from the academy. Hi. I think I recommended to join today. Hi, Shruti. I know that you're from my academy. Hi, Bhumi. Amazing. But I guess still majority of you are from are not academy students, so that's amazing. You will get to learn a lot of new things, and there's also some things that I've not yet added to the academy yet that I'm sharing here. So I'm very excited for you to go through everything that we are going to talk about. And yes, I hope that you enjoy everything that I have prepared. We are going to discuss a lot of things about clients, getting clients, high paying clients. We're going to go through all of that soon. We still have 4 more minutes to start. So let's let everyone else join. Hi Aditya, you're from the academy too. Yes, I'm from West Bengal. I am currently based in West Bengal. Yes, academic student. I believe majority of you are students. Okay. Before we get started, I just want to ask one question. There are usually 2 types of people. Before you go to a restaurant, there's one person who is going to check out the menu and prepare in advance what they're going to order before they go there. Okay. If that's you, say me, okay, in the comments, that you check what's going to happen before you go out to eat out. You just check the menu properly so that you're not caught off guard. Okay. Sarcastic Sweetie says me. Al Shifa says me. Okay. So today's session is specifically for you all, because you are the kind of person who is probably someone who likes following a roadmap. You are someone who likes knowing what you're going to do, what's going to happen. You like being prepared, and I really love that, and that is something I resonate so much with. That's the thing that we are going to cover today. Not how to order in a restaurant, but rather how you can be best prepared to get really good clients. Okay. And I really wanted to talk with this analogy because I resonate so much with it. Okay. How to charge client before project. Oh, we'll talk about that. Don't worry. Okay. The more deeper we get into the session, the more materials you will have to take screenshots of. So please make sure that your fingers are in the right place so that you can take screenshots immediately in case you need it. And if you are planning on taking pictures, take pictures right at the beginning of the session. More than any other time, because I look the prettiest at the beginning. Okay, not now when we get started. Okay, and tag me in the pictures. Okay, I really love seeing your feedback. How long will the live be? It's supposed to be an hour, but if it does not, if for some reason it does not get over within an hour, I have no issues in like extending it a little bit longer, but still it should work. Okay, 1 hour is a good enough time. All right, we have just 1 minute, and I hope that majority of the people who were supposed to join in today have already joined in. Yeah, Tasviya, that's oh wow. And no recordings won't be uploaded, but this video is going to stay here for a little longer. Okay, thank you so much, Vansh. Okay, so let us get started. Just let me know if my screen is visible. Okay, meanwhile, I will keep this YouTube page open on my phone as well, so that I can like see what's up with all of you. Okay, I think my screen is visible. Just let me know in the chat if you can see it clearly. How to get high paying clients who pay you well. Okay, how to get high paying clients who value what you have to offer. If your quality is low, go to quality and select the most advanced quality that you can possibly select. Okay, because some slides have a lot of text, so you won't be able to see it if your quality is not good enough. I would personally recommend 360p. I am looking at it at 360p from my phone. It's a Realme, and it's fine. Okay, sure, Shuvendru, it will be available at night. Okay, you please also take some screenshots if you want. Okay. So yes, without any further ado, let's get started. It's 6 p.m. and this is the first of probably more live classes we will do. These live classes are just for the sake of helping you learn and won't really have any sort of pitch in it towards any paid products at all. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. But this is just to make sure that you learn as much as possible, and I'll tell you the future schedule of these live classes as well. Okay. So let's get started, right? So what's the agenda of today's class? What are the things you will learn today if you stick till the end, okay? The first thing that you'll learn is what good clients actually want from you, okay? There's a lot of conversations around, okay, you write, you make social media posts, you do website, but is that all clients want? Actually not, okay? But what the intrinsic desire is, that's something we're going to talk about. And then after discovering what they want, we'll talk about how to make sure that the clients want to hire you and not any other freelancer that they might already know, okay, or any other freelancer who might also be pitching to them, okay. The third thing we'll learn today is pricing strategies, okay. Now this is an area that I really wanted to talk more on, but I have shortened this simply because the other parts took so much more time. It would have exceeded it. Okay. We'll also talk about where do you get clients in general. I forgot to include that in the agenda section, but we'll talk about where to get clients. We will talk about some phrases that I use in my conversations in the prospect calls to make sure at least 8 out of 10 prospects buy from me. Okay. That means out of 10 people I talk to for my services, at least 8 of them end up actually paying me for any of my service. Okay. And lastly, how to get rid of the thoughts that are holding you back in this whole process. Usually in all sessions, I talk more of mindset stuff in the beginning, but today I'm going to do it in the last and see how you react to it. And then I might change the agenda of my presentations for my future. Okay, but I hope that everything sounds good to you. Let me know which is the part you're most excited for, because then I will spend more time in that section, even if that was not my initial plan. Okay, just let me know which part of all these agendas and the fact where to get clients you are going to resonate with the most. You are really looking forward to learn the most. Okay, I personally have poured the best amount of energy into how to make clients want you and phrases I use to make sure 8 out of 10 prospects buy from me. But I'm really excited to see what you want from me. Pricing strategies, where to get clients, mindset section, phrases. Okay, I think it's a mix. Okay, and I will try to take as much questions as possible, as well as much as is practically possible, that is. Okay, now going forward, these are your actionables. These are the house rules. Please grab your favorite notebook and pen if you haven't already, because you will be taking notes. Okay, so go grab them. And only take notes if you know that you are going to write less than 20 words. Otherwise, just take a screenshot, okay? Because you also have to hear me out, right? Because what I'm saying is more important than what's on the screen. Majority of the things on the screen, you could have found them somewhere by Googling a lot, probably anyway, okay? But it's the insight that I'm going to give you with the text that is more important. So do not waste time on like writing things down. Your brain can only do one thing at a time properly, Okay, so please take screenshots as much as possible of text-based slides. It's completely allowed to take screenshots, okay? Even share them later on and tag me. I love seeing how many screenshots people take. There will be no replay though. I will keep this video up for a few more hours after this is over, but there's going to be no replay of this session. Okay. And one thing that I would really ask you is that be respectful enough to not ask Googleable questions like, what is a proposal? What is Facebook ads? Okay. We are here to talk about deeper problems than that. Anything that is very skill centered is Googleable, is easily findable. We are going to talk about the part that is not that easy, and that is getting the clients, getting paid for the service that you're offering. Okay, so make sure that you're mindful of the type of questions you ask, because that always determines where you're going to go in the future. And heads up that the done for you sample slides, like wherever you see that there are done for you samples, they are 100% not note takeable. Please screenshot them, if not any other slide. Okay, I have been through my own classes, so I know for a fact that those slides you will never be able to write them down while I'm talking. Okay, and if you are able to, you'll probably not hear what I'm saying, which is 100% more important. Okay, are all the rules very clear and crisp? Let me know if you have any questions about this. Okay. Bindu, please try to set your quality up to 360p. It should be readable. This is my 360p on my phone and it's like perfectly fine. No, this is not going to work for affiliate marketing. I'm talking about freelancing in general. Secure payments. Okay, we're going to talk about this soon. Just go to your auto section or your quality section and set it to 360p. It should be fine. Okay. Alrighty. Now, I am not going to talk too much about myself because that's really not the agenda today. Only what's relevant for you to, be sure that you're in good hands when you're going through this. I have over 5 years of freelancing experience in 3 different niches. Okay. I have a great desire to grow businesses for my clients. That's why I started freelancing. And for about a year now, I'm also helping other students like you build their own businesses as a freelancer or as a service-based business owner. And this is what gets me out of bed in the morning before it again puts me to sleep sometimes. And these thoughts dominate most of my day: how to grow a business, how to help others grow businesses. Okay, so this is what I do for a living, and I do this for 5 years now. So do not think that, okay, I just got started. No, if you just can go to my first channel, it's called Heli. You can see how underconfident I was just about 4-5 years ago, and my whole journey is up for public view on my YouTube channels. Okay, so you can rest assured you're in good hands, and you can stalk me. I hate myself from back then, like anyone hates their 5-year-old past self. But this is something that I really want to remind you that this did not happen overnight. I have made multiple lakhs. I've made over 20-25 lakhs a year simply by freelancing, apart from other income sources. And that didn't happen overnight. It took time. Okay. But now that I have been through this process, I know that it should have probably taken a little less time if I took the right decisions at the right time. Okay. But I don't regret it at all. I'm just glad that I'm able to help you not make the same mistakes. Okay. Now, one of the things that really shocks me about the culture today, that youth, that is people like literally my peers, okay, I'm 22, most of my friends are still in the last year of their college or are going for another course, a master's, okay, and I just gather the data from them, and it shocks me that most of the youth today are doing 3 to 5 year long courses that will pay them 5 to 6 lakhs per annum on an average. But they are so hesitant to take freelancing seriously just for 3 to 6 months before they'll make probably equivalent or even more money, and that too working part-time. I never tell anyone to just quit their job, quit studies and do freelancing. You can do it on the side. I did it on the side and made lakhs. Okay, I was about 19 when I made my first lakh, and I was in second year of college then. Okay, so you don't have to quit whatever else you're doing. I just want you to remember that it's possible for you also to make it with some part-time efforts. If you're doing it full-time, then though amazing. You are definitely going to make much more than someone working part-time. But no matter how much time you have, this is possible for you. Okay. So I think a lot of people take very poor quality decisions because it's rooted in what the society deems acceptable. The society seems safe. Okay. But if you dig a little deeper, you will understand that nothing in this world is safe per se. Okay. One of my favorite quotes from How I Met Your Mother, one of my favorite sitcoms, was that the future is scary, but that you can't just run back to the past because it's familiar. Yes, it's tempting, but it's a mistake. Okay. Most of the times we do not want to try out new things, new strategies, new things we learn because we are so scared about what the results will be if these things don't work out. But we can't keep making the same decisions and expect different results. And the fact that you're here with me today tells me that you are ready for a lot of change, and I'm going to equip you with materials to make that change for sure. Okay. And you need to make your decisions now on based on where you want to be, not where you currently stand. So if your goal is to make 1 lakh per month as a freelancer, and I'm telling you that, hey, you need to pitch to clients, you shouldn't say that I've never pitched to clients before just because you've never done that before. You should say, okay, what do I tell them to pitch to them? Okay, or where do I find them? Okay, if you don't get an answer, Google it. Try to see where these people might be and try these strategies out. Okay, I'll give you the answers. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that when you are faced at a point that you have to make a decision of doing or not doing something, make sure that the decision is rooted in where you want to be and not where you currently are. Okay, which is probably not a freelancer or a low paid freelancer. Otherwise, you won't be in this session, right? So that is the key message I want you to have through this session, because every minute you're taking a decision. Even in this minute, you're taking a decision whether you're giving me your full attention or not. Okay. Just right before you joined this, you took the decision whether you want to join this or not. Okay. Yesterday, you took some decisions. What are you going to have for dinner? Okay. The day before that, you took some decisions. Okay. And throughout your life, you've been taking a lot and lots of decisions. Okay. When you decided to study a subject seriously, when you decided not to study a subject seriously. Okay. When you decided you're going to treat a certain person a certain way, when you decided you're not going to treat a certain person a certain way. Okay. We are always making decisions even when we are not actively thinking about it. And your life, wherever you are at now, is nothing but the sum of the decisions you have made so far. Okay, this is a concept that I like to call quality of decision, because I literally suck at creativity to name this something cool. Okay, so from now on, you need to make better decisions when you are going forward, looking for high paying clients and trying to convince them that you are the freelancer they should invest in. Okay, and that brings me to today's session. Let's officially begin. And today you are going to learn a lot about high paying clients. I can assure that to you. Now, practically only a fraction of everything I know is going to be covered within this hour. More so, while I have very little context to what you personally want, your specific situation, your past, etc., that also guides a lot about what freelance field you should use or you should go to. But I'll try my best. So do let me know if there's something I can keep in mind for next time, next session, or something that I can cover during our Q&A sessions. Now, let's talk about clients first. Okay, where are they? Okay, what they want from you, and how do I make them want me? Okay, these are the 3 questions we are going to deal with right now. Okay, start getting ready for the screenshots. Okay, now it's as simple as this. There's no secret behind this, to be honest. You get clients by knowing where they actively hang out. And since it's relative for each and every industry, there is no one size fits all. So when someone asks me, how do I get clients? Where do I get clients? I'm too shocked to speak, because I don't know what kind of clients they're looking for. I don't know what their skill set is. I don't know even which platform they are good with, right? So there's no one size fits all answer. Okay. So you need to know where your ideal client is going to be. Now, how do you know where your personal ideal client is going to be, right? That's the next question. And that happens by learning about your ideal client first. Who do you want to serve? This is something you have to personally understand, either through experience or by just doing some research. But for example, if I was serving coaches, I want to work with coaches, I would actually ask 10 to 20 coaches that what is your personal favorite platform for client acquisition, which is basically where do these coaches go to get their clients? That will be the platform they will be the most active on. Okay, right? That's why I will probably get them as my clients if I'm more active on those platforms. Okay, right. If I was serving decor brands, I would ask 10 to 20 owners of decor brands what is their favorite platform for sales. Okay, this is how I would learn where to get clients. I would not ask a random influencer or a random person I know or even my mentor how to get a client. Okay, probably I'll see what they do, but I personally will do my research to see where my personal client lies. Okay, because this is not a one size fits all answer. Okay, I wish it was. Okay, is this point clear how to know where your ideal clients will be? Okay, because this is the key. If you don't know this, you're not going to have clients and you're not going to make money. Okay. Now, something that I've learned by years of experience is that most business coaches prefer to be on Facebook. So the best way to get business coaches as clients is to be active on Facebook. Okay. Similarly, Instagram coach, as the term implies, this person will be the most active on Instagram. LinkedIn coach will be the most active on LinkedIn. Okay. These are very self-explanatory. Okay. E-commerce brands mostly prefer Instagram. Okay, most e-commerce brands prefer Instagram because it's such a visual platform. They can show what they have. Okay, career consultants, people who are helping others, youth, people who in their teens become better, get better jobs or make better decisions about their career. They are usually more active on LinkedIn because LinkedIn is a professional platform. Okay, so this answer is going to be so different from person to person that you need to have your own experience to get this answer. But I got a really good question in the chat, and the question says that how do we ask them? Send a personal DM. Okay, that, oh, hi, I loved your content. I really like how you think about this. I would love to ask you which platform you're the most active on so that I can add you there and be connected with you. Okay, and read more of your content. Okay, that's a very good way to ask a business owner. Most business owners are very easily reachable anyway. Okay, just make sure they have substantial success before you actually reach out to them. Okay, this is the best way to understand where your ideal clients would be. Not some cookie cutter, you know, okay, go to this group, get clients, or go to Instagram, get clients. Okay, those things may work, but this will work the best because it's so customized to what you are willing to do. Okay. Hopefully this is clear, and if they ignore you and don't text you back, you probably didn't write a very good message, or you did not text enough people. On an average, out of 10 people you text, 5 to 6 should respond back. Okay, that is the average that I have seen, like in my journey. Even when I was just starting up, no one really knew me. What should we ask because they don't know us? Just say, ask your question and make sure that you compliment their work, you compliment their designs, you compliment what they have achieved so far. Okay, a genuine compliment is the best way to start a relationship with any type of client. Doesn't matter how much they might pay. Okay, so I hope that this pointer is clear. Again, the same thing on any platform you can ask. It really depends on which platform you think you'll find them at first, but then it really comes down to what are the answers you're getting from these people. Okay, your clients are usually your best teachers, no one else. All right, hopefully this is clear. Video message I do not recommend. Okay, video message I do not recommend unless you are already very established in your agency or something. Normal text usually does fine. Okay. Now, the easiest way to serve your clients what they want, because you know, when you start talking to someone, that is one thing, but then pitching them your product or service and then making sure they actually like buy from you, that's gonna be a little hard, right? So what is the easiest way to serve what clients exactly want? It's to put yourself in their shoes. Okay, you have to remember that you have been a client to someone in the past. Okay, we have all been clients to someone in the past. We have had expectations from them. We have had expectations that were met. We have had expectations that were unmet. We actually have more things in common with clients than not. Okay, a lot of freelancers, especially if they're starting off, they have this black and white thinking that I am the freelancer, I get paid, they are the client, they pay us. So we must be like two opposite ends of a spectrum. But that is just not true. They are just a client in one sense because they took your service. That's why they are your client. If you decided that you're going to buy what they sell, then you will also become technically their client. Okay, so you actually have more in common with the client than not. Okay, so try to put yourself in their shoes and think, what would you want to hear so that will really convince you that you want to make this purchase. Okay, of course I'll give you some ideas into what are the things clients are really looking for in well-paid freelancers. Okay, so a normal content writer or a normal social media manager usually doesn't have to meet this high expectations, but if you're looking to work with good clients be highly paid, they usually want a lot of creativity from you. They want innovative ideas from you. And usually they want skill sets in you that complements theirs, that more than skill sets that resonate with them. A copywriter, unless they are like growing their copy team, won't hire someone whose core strength is also copy. They'll probably want to hire a designer or someone who can help them market even better. Okay. Or someone who has a decor shop, their creative skills are on a different level. Okay. But maybe they're not that good with marketing. Maybe they're not that good with words. Okay. So make sure that you are either creative or you're innovative, or you have some skill sets that will complement your ideal client skill sets. Okay, this will again be different for each and every industry, but this is something that I have recurrently seen in all my clients. Okay, so especially the ones that I've had in the last 1 year, because last 1 year I've more or less worked only with very high paying clients. Okay, I've not taken many clients who were not paying me at par with my skill set. Before that, yes, a few, but majority of the clients that I've had in the last year, they were all really looking for a very creative side from my agency, because they didn't have that and they wanted someone to kind of fill that gap. Okay, and trust me, no matter who you are, how much creative you think you are, you will be able to be more creative, more innovative with some practice. Okay, I'm the least creative person in the world, but still I come up with really good ideas once in a while. The second thing that clients want in you is agility and adaptability, because we are working in rapidly evolving environment. In most niches, trends are coming and leaving in like 2 days. Okay, you need to understand your clients' requirements, and whenever there are changes in an industry, make sure that you react fast to it, so that you can complement the client's growth goals. And the last thing that all clients want is revenue growth. Okay, clients will do anything to hire those who can convince them that signing that proposal you send them is gonna make them money. Okay, if you can do that thing, you don't even have to worry कि proposal में number क्या है, $500 या $5,000. Okay, the catch is that very few people can exude that confidence that okay, I will be able to help you make money. Okay. I run paid ads for clients. I have a portfolio. Again, this is a very specific question and not in line with what I am talking about at this point. Anyway, please refrain from asking non-contextual questions. Please let me know if you are clear on what clients usually want from you. Okay. I am taking a record of the questions. I'll probably deal with them in a future live. But for now, please let's stick to the agenda of today's call. Okay. Yashwardhan, it's clear. I'm really not sure how to change the video position. It's through OBS. Although I think the text is visible anyway. Ashit, it's clear. Okay. Shabuni, it's clear. Fine. Okay, this is what clients usually want from you. Of course, there's more things they want. They want deliverables and stuff and all of that. They want this many graphics, this much here. But these are the intrinsic things they want, okay, which usually not a lot of people are able to serve. Anyone can give 10 graphics. Anyone can write 1,000 words. Okay, but not everyone can be very creative. Not everyone can be adaptable. Not everyone can be that confident person that, okay, I'll help you make money. Okay, so that is something that is very, very important for you to keep in mind when you're looking for clients. Now, that being said, let's talk about 2 types of learning, and I am literally killing my own revenue here when I'm talking about this, because I'm gonna talk about why courses are not so good for you, okay, and why you should instead focus more on experiential learning when it comes to high income. Okay, now do not get me wrong, please. Courses are amazing. I personally have a course where I help people become freelancers, and I would vouch for it. I put my heart and soul into it. Okay, but even within the course, when we give like regular support to people, I tell them repeatedly that it's great that you have enrolled for the course, but if you want to make like the big bucks, you need to start working on your experiential learning too. Okay, and what is experiential learning? Before that, just let me tell you what is the difference between a course content and experiential learning in basics. Course is basically what? A list of videos, text, materials that you get for free, for paid, usually doesn't matter, but usually courses cover the basics. Courses are also very generalized, and they are good for people who need constant support all the time. Great for getting started. They are very beginner friendly. Okay, but after you get started, you need to start working on experiential learning. These are things that will only come from your experiences. Okay, for example, I personally also have done a course, but majority of the conversations I have with clients do not come from that course. They come from the experience that I have working for other clients. Okay, and now the main question is that how do you have experiential learning if you yet do not have clients? Okay, but experiential learning is so important because no two people will have the same experience. So even if, because with courses, thousands of people do a certain course, right? So experiential learning is going to differentiate you and make you highly paid. Okay, and two freelancers going through the same situation will have different takeaways, will approach this situation differently. Okay, and that will be such a dividing factor. Okay, this is something that I repeatedly talk about within academy, within my team as well, that two people going through the same situation react differently, and that kind of makes a lot of difference between them. Okay, so don't think that, oh, I don't know this, I don't know that. No matter who you are or what you are good at, you're probably better than other people in some ways, and you need to let your experiential learning capitalize on that. Okay, course learning is great again for the basics, but experiential learning is what you are going to focus on. Okay, and this is the experiential learning part, because of which yesterday in the live call of our academy, I told everyone ki matlab join this live session, it's free, but experiential learning is something that they also have to learn. Okay, and to get high ticket clients, you need to have experiential learning, because clients want to hear about specific experiences. Okay, they love hearing about specific experiences. If you're a social media manager and you have a certain experience with handling someone social media, maybe their reach dropped and then you help them get it back again, they will love hearing about that, especially if they are going through something like that. Okay, if there was a certain website that was really crappy and you turned it around in a month, okay, they want to hear about it. Okay, they don't want to hear cookie cutter things like, oh, this is CTR, this is that, this is what. Okay, these things are Googleable. Your experiences are new, and that will make them more confident in your abilities to help them. Okay. 2, clients love detailed attention, and no course possibly will be able to equip you here. Okay, the core thing about experiential learning is that nothing can equip you about experiential learning, not I, nor I. Okay, I can just guide you about experiential learning, and then you have to do the work. And like, there's over 500 of you, all of you are interpreting experiential learning in a very different way than the person next to you. Okay, so no course will be able to equip you here, right? That's why you need to make sure that your experience and the way you deal with clients is the best attention you can give a client. Again, think about how you personally would like to be treated. Would you like to have constant calls? Would you like to like the person that you've hired to constantly check in with you? Do that. Okay, because attention is the best currency that you can ever spare. Okay, and lastly, clients love data. Okay, they love data. They love to compare data with their own data to see where they fare. Okay, so if you can help clients with talking a lot in data and stats, that's gonna help them be more confident that this person knows something. Okay, because again, more people than ever are getting into freelancing. Okay, I would definitely say that at the entry level freelancing, it's getting saturated. Okay, but most of them have just done like one course and then they are doing like all these things, and they just sound like everyone else. Okay, one of the best examples of this is that if you go to a Facebook group for jobs, you will see that everyone says, oh, I'm interested whenever there's a job post. Okay, I'm interested. Okay, let me know if you've seen this. And it's such a shitty way to like apply for a job, because if everyone is saying I'm interested, how would the person posting even know the difference between like the 40 people and that one person who's probably like better than the 40 people? Okay. So these are some things that are important in experiential learning. And then how do you personally improve your experiential learning? Number 1, searching for competitors and analyzing aspects of your service. Okay, and I'm going to explain this a little better. Okay, let's say that you are an email copywriter. Okay, the best way for you to improve your experiential learning. Okay, so in this case, for an email copywriter, course learning will be what? Doing a course on copywriting or doing a specific course on email copywriting. Okay, and that course has been done by hundreds of people. Everyone is applying that same thing. Okay, contrasted to that, in experiential learning, this person is going to go to similar competitors, similar email copywriters, and they're going to see what type of content they post. They're going to see what type of clients they work with. If that person is an email copywriter serving a client, this person probably has an email list. They send emails, they will sign up to that email list. Okay, and see what those emails are. What is the context of those emails? What are the things they talk about in those emails? What is the call to action in those emails? Okay, I hope I'm being able to make clear the point of analysis for competitors. One of my favorite ways to make sure that I am on the top of my copywriting game is to sign to a lot of email lists, check out many sales pages each and every week. Okay, so that by experience I can see what are people trying out, what are the new things in the industry, what are people dropping out of. Okay, these are things that no course can ever have, because these are like other people's implementations. A course will give one person's view. Okay, so this is an area you need to work on. Okay, I hope that this first point is clear, because this is the only point usually you can implement the best when you're starting off. Okay, and you can do the same for your clients, you can do the same for yourself, and it's going to help you. Hopefully it's clear. Let me know. Let me know if the first point is clear, because the next point is pretty same and basic. Lots of implementation and failing. Okay, you will have to implement things when you see them. If a certain person says that, you should try out posting twice a day, you'll have to post twice a day and then see if it actually works. Okay, and if it doesn't work, you'll probably have to implement it again. Okay, so implement something else again. Okay, so this part is very simple. That is something that experiential learning gives you, but this one takes the most amount of time. Okay, the third thing is searching for stats and data for various industries, and it's not hard at all to get stats and data. Okay, just search data for whatever industry you're looking at for. You'll get how many billions this industry is worth, how much growth this industry has seen in the past few years. No data is 100% right. Okay, but overall you'll get some idea. And lastly, getting feedback from prospects, peers and clients. Okay, for example, let's say you're doing a course, and in that course you learned about using circles more instead of rectangles, because we see rectangles everywhere. Circles will catch the eye attention more. It's a design perspective theory, okay, that I'm talking about right now. Okay, hopefully I've been able to explain it like properly. Okay, and you see this, right? This is the course learning. Experiential learning would be asking your peers who you know do graphic design that, hey, do you think that circles and graphics get better response rate than rectangles? Okay, ask what they think. Okay, this is the best way to improve your experiential learning while doing courses. Okay, usually course and experiential learning together do the best work. Okay, because at least the basics you need to know before you can gain more experience on top of that. But experiential learning is where you make the big bucks. Okay, this is where you make the big bucks. I do not recommend cold calling. Let me know what about the first point isn't clear, then I will explain that part, because it was just a very large explanation, but it's usually just analyzing a lot of your competitors, seeing what they are doing in the area of your service. So if I'm an email copywriter, I will check out their emails and not probably their graphics. Okay, if I'm a graphic designer, I'll check out what their Facebook ads look like, what their website design looks like. Okay, I'll probably not look at the copy of that piece. Okay, so your area of service is what you need to analyze, not anything else. Okay, a lot of people get blown away by the bulk of it, but try to cut out the crap and see the part that you are interested in the most. Okay. Now, for example, B2B software industry has an average conversion rate of 1.1%. So let's say 100 people came into the website, only about 1% out of those 100 people are going to get a subscription to that software. Okay. So if you're serving a client in that industry, through this experiential learning, you can tell them, okay, this is the current conversion rate according to my experience. Can you tell me what your current conversion rate is? If they say their current conversion rate is like 0.4 or 0.5, you can tell them, okay, that's really low and I can help you improve that. Okay. So, but if you didn't even know this data, you will be just blindsided there. You will have no clue what you're talking about. Okay, and these data are very easily Googleable. Of course, I have no idea how accurate it is, but it sounds fine. Okay, because many people might just be searching tools, but legal services, okay, usually has an average CR of 7.4. That is, out of 100 people coming onto a website, almost 7 of them become clients, which makes sense. People don't randomly look for legal services. They look for legal services when they are in some, trouble. Okay, so of course it has a higher conversion rate. Okay, you need to know like these data like conversion rates, okay, click-through rates, etc. In a lot of it, like there's so many more. These are just the ones that are on top of my mind right now. So when you know these borderline datas, if you're working with a client in that industry, you can show that, okay, I know things, okay, and I can help you. Okay, hopefully this is clear. This is just an example of one aspect of experiential learning. Okay, there's so much that I can't cover it in one call, but hopefully this gives you an idea. This again ties up with the fact that when you're having client conversations, please try to lead client conversations with data and stats, because clients love that. Okay. Ashit, I will deal with that question at the end. So if you can just ask. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is to make clients want you, you need to say the right things. You don't use bad wording and get good clients. Okay, and these are things that I see all the time on social media. Okay, and give me a yes if you see that too. I see content writers saying things like, I can write this many words per day if you hire me. I see developers saying, oh, I'm a full stack developer helping you build apps with HTML5. I design FB ads and social media posts. I manage social media content. I will work for you as a VA to help you save time. Okay, now there's nothing wrong with this. Okay, this is actually what people do. Okay, but this is where they are going so wrong, and they are like just repelling all good clients. Okay, let me explain what's the problem with this. Okay, all the statements that you saw here are so action centric. They just talk about what you do. Okay, but good clients need you for goals and not just your deliverables. Okay, so just like if you go to the gym to get a fitter body, you don't go there because you want to lift dumbbells. You're going there because you want to get a better body, and the dumbbells will be a mean to your goal probably. Okay, but you couldn't care less if a gym maybe didn't even have dumbbells. Okay, provided you have other means, other tools to get that body. Okay, so similarly the clients couldn't care less about 3000 words per day, whether you design this or that or what. They have other goals in mind. Okay, let me give you even more context to this. Okay, so let's say I am a gym owner and I'm convincing you that you need to join my gym. I'm giving you two examples here. Let's say I say something like, oh, I have a gym that's open 24/7. I have a great personal trainer here and I have very high quality equipments here. Okay, that is me trying to convince you that, hey, join my gym. Okay, that is so action centric. That's so about like me. Instead, what I should probably say is, you have tried to get fit at home, but it's not working out for you. And you've struggled for months to lose some weight, but due to lack of guidance, the moment you kind of get off that, you gain it back within a few weeks. And you're so tired of crash diets and you're constantly feeling bad about your progress. Why don't you join my gym? Okay. Can you see what is the difference between these two lines? Can anyone please tell me what is the biggest difference between these two lines? Okay. Whoever says this gets a brownie point. Okay. Vansh says personalization. Yes. Yes, Ashit is the one that is closest to the actual answer. The second message involves a lot of research before pitching. Okay. Yes, there's emotion. Yes, there's me and you. There's storytelling. Yes. There's pointing out the issues. Yes. Okay, there's some really good points I should have probably included. Okay, I never really thought about it at all. Okay. But yes, the first one is action-centric, solution-centric. But the solution is never what people are looking for. They're looking for something else. Okay. And this is just the means. Okay. So let's take this example and try to do one of the statements we talked about in this slide. Okay. I'm not doing all of them today, but if you are interested, I will make an Instagram post later with like all of them done for you. Okay. Let me know if that's something you want. Okay. Just comment IG post. If I see like over 20 comments, I will do it. Okay. The sample that I have here for you today in the context that I design FB ads and social media posts. Okay. Instead of saying that, you can say something like, you have great offers, but your graphics do not grab the attention of your audience. So the work that you're putting into content is almost wasted due to the low reach. Okay, your profile engagement is very low as compared to your industry average and audience standard of 5 to 8%. This is where I've done the data research that I talked about just a little bit earlier. Okay, but your average is at 2%. Okay, but I've worked with clients just like you, and with better graphics and creatives, 10x conversion rates, both of 10x their conversion rates, that would be the right grammar, both on ads and organic sources. I suggest that we work on this immediately, and by the new year, your brand will have a new look. Okay. All right, there's enough. I will make an IG post. Okay. But let me know if this example is clear. Okay. Of course, you have to have this conversation via mail or text or like direct call. You can't say this like randomly on a normal public post. But this is so much more personalized that it's highly likely you will get a conversion. Okay. Kaustubh, it doesn't mean D means. Okay, so by your logic, when Colgate ad says कि आपके मसूड़ों में तकलीफ है, they are demeaning your मसूड़े. That's not what they are doing. They are hitting at the pain point so that they can make the offer of their toothpaste. Okay, hopefully this example is clear. Okay, let me know if the example is clear. Okay, because this is where a lot of learning is happening for you. Okay, how not to talk. Okay. Otherwise, clients and all are everywhere. They are just not hearing the right things. Let me know if it's clear. Oh, Radha, you're here. I'm going to do a live soon with Radha. So any of you who are very interested in career, definitely like look out on our Instagram. And I was supposed to have a long chat with Radha, and I'm here. I don't regret it at all, but I'm so excited that she's here. How do I come to know the client's conversion rate is 2%? Okay, so if it's a public profile and this is for social media, you can usually check it with some tool like Ninjalytics. Okay, but if the conversion rate that you're talking about is in terms of like sales, you have to ask them that what is your average conversion rate. Okay, and usually if they are even a little bit interested in working with you, you can get access to that data. Okay, these are usually included in like primary questionnaires anyway. How to know if your client has buying capacity or an external judgment, and then telling them what your primary charges are and then seeing if they are agreeing on or not on that. Okay, otherwise don't waste time on them. Is personal brand important for high ticket clients? Depends a little bit, to be honest, but yes, I would actually advise for it than not. What if someone replies in a rude way? How do you tackle such situations? Probably stop talking. Okay, of course that has happened to me. Like it happens to anyone who has like a long journey. Okay, of course not everyone's gonna be a piece of cake. No, this cannot be a first message. The first message has to be something like a conversation starter. We should pitch to coaches as a marketing expert. Depends on what type of business coach they are. Okay, not every business coach is a marketing expert as well. Not every business coach has the time to work on their marketing as well. That is also another factor. In fact, I have worked with someone who themselves were a marketing expert, but they didn't have to do the time to do their own marketing. Okay. So yeah, I believe these are clear. Okay. And now we are going to move to the second section of this presentation. If you get the reference in the image, you have a special place in my heart. Okay. If you did get the reference, please let me know in the comment. But basically, we are going to talk about points of differentiation. How do you differentiate yourself from anyone else in freelancing in general? Because again, more people than ever are starting off freelancing. It's very, very easy. It's very, very easy to kind of fade with them or kind of blend in with them. Okay. So what to do differently that most newbie freelancers don't? Yeah, How I Met Your Mother. That's it. Real examples from my clients, like what are the things I do with my clients or my prospects so that they become good clients to me. Okay. And lastly, pricing strategy. Now, and I'm just going to give it to you right away. Okay. I'm not going to beat about the bush. When I'm giving a copy proposal to a client, I do some copies for them in advance for them specifically. Okay, this gives them the confidence and insight into my skill if I work for them. And I'm going to show you some real samples that I have done. Some names change, some ye change. Okay, for example, when pitching to a performance coach for executives, I showed them a sample of a copy that I would have done from them, and this was the copy I wrote. Qualify them first. Do you get nervous when you're speaking to groups of people? This is a Quest formula of copywriting, by the way. You can research it if you are a copy enthusiast. Nearly 70% of executives are less than fully confident when speaking in public to an audience of 4 to 6 people. People get nervous when they don't know what to say. With Performance Coaching for Executives program, we are going to train you how to speak in front of groups and deliver impactful key messages. Updated with the latest developments in neuroscience, we are going to assist you to become the executive you are meant to be so that you can enjoy increased feelings of well-being, increased income, and increased output. Okay, this is something that I've already done for my prospect. Why won't they hire me? It's actually not that bad, I believe. Let me know if it doesn't sound good. But this person hardly had anything anyway. In the end, I just stimulate them in this copy that you were once told that you have potential for great things, so why not give them a go? Call us now on this number or email us here and we can get started. Okay, so this is something I had already done for them, and this is something I always do whenever I get on a call with a prospect. Anyone who has probably met me on Facebook and they want me to kind of work for them, anyone I have pitched to and they have agreed to get on a call, the first thing I do is do something for them before I got on that call, because the moment I'm getting on a call with someone, I know that's going to become a huge time investment and I cannot afford it to go to waste. So I'd rather spend like 10 minutes. This took me 10 minutes to make this, by the way, but it sealed the client for me. So that helps. Now, another example that I have here is for an e-com brand. I've just renamed it Decor Straight because there's nothing more creative I could have come up with. Like, I can be the most creative when it comes to like long form text, but the shorter it gets, the worse I become. So basically I have written some done for them copy, and this was in my proposal. So they are getting 5 pieces of deliverables done for them even before hiring me. They have got an insight into what my writing looks like. They have got an insight into how I'll work for them. Clients want the same from you. Okay, they want to see how you are going to serve them. Okay, and if they don't like it, they're not going to hire you. But that is actually going to be better for you than getting hired and then not meeting their expectations. Okay, but trust me, more often than not, clients are going to love what you have for them. Okay, as long as you have given your full heart and soul into it. Okay, so the first example I showed them is that, hey, you can talk like this, that the company that makes beautiful wall art affordable. Wall art shouldn't cost a fortune, but it shouldn't look cheap either. So Decor Street makes it possible for you to decorate your home in style, and starting at just rupees 349. Making luxury items more affordable than street shopping. This could have been a USP maybe. Decor Street's fashion-forward designs and elegant pricing delivers the ultimate stylish living at a truly accessible price. Whether you're looking for a new bed or sofa or new bath to give your bathroom a refresh, shop the complete Decor Street collection today. Definitely not too impressed with this, but people get very happy, clients get very happy when they see that you've put so much efforts in coming up with something for them specifically. Okay. Hopefully you've got an idea of what I do in my copy proposals. And then in my marketing proposals, what I like doing is I talk about levels of business or awareness, because you can't make a whole marketing plan. Okay, you can't give a whole marketing plan to someone just because you're getting on a call with them. So the workaround I came up with is that I go through something like a marketing coaching phase with them, that hey, if you're growing a business, these are the phases you need to go through. And this is actually lifted from one of the proposal, like all of this is lifted from proposals I've made. So it has a little bit of inconsistencies with the graphics that are used in this presentation because I didn't edit anything. But yes, so the first part will be core offers, then there's market research, branding, marketing, sales and revenue. But a lot of times I get clients जिन्होंने market research नहीं किया है, and then they want me to grow their sales and revenue. But they have to do the market research first, and then they have to finalize the branding, then they have to do the marketing activities where I will come in. Okay, and sales and revenue is not technically my duty, so I kind of educate them in our call. And people love learning. Okay, there's a saying that the brain expanded to a new horizon can never go back to its older place. So when they now know all this data and I'm telling them that, hey, I can help you like through all of this, they are gonna hire me. Okay, so this is something that I take them through. Or if I'm feeling too I have a lot of time to spare for this client call, or I really want this client, I actually do a even deeper analysis, and that is basically इस clients के जो client है, इस client के जो clients है और customers है, वो कौन से level पे पढ़ते हैं यूजीन श्वार्ट्ज model of awareness पे. This is a advanced marketing concept, but basically in any industry there are 5 types of audiences. एक starting from audience जिसको पता ही नहीं है कि product होता है, this audience doesn't even know that this product exists, going to the audience that knows the product exists, they love this product also, they are just one click away from buying. Okay, this is the whole level. So I talk about this and ask them where their audience is, do they even know there's a problem. Okay, this helps me a lot in understanding what type of marketing they will need, and for most clients this is a very new thing. Okay, so they get very impressed, they understand that I have a lot of experience in the industry. Okay, so this is the workaround I have for marketing, because marketing may it's not possible to give a whole marketing plan as a insight into my work. Okay, now you can probably find a workaround for yourself, no matter which industry you are in, either something that is your deliverable or something that is your insight. Do it for them in proposals, offer to do it for free. Okay, make sure that you show them the value of your offer. Okay, now this is the part that is the trickiest, because you can't copy what I do, you have to come up with something that is unique to you. Okay, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to. There's so many things that you could have done, right? If I was not doing Eugene Schwartz model, I would probably go and research, that pyramid, that pyramid of like wants and desires in life, like reasons people buy, Maslow's law of hierarchy. Yeah, I will probably talk about that. Okay, and talk about that with the client, that uska product kaun se level mein aata hai. Okay, so there's a lot of ways in which you can educate your clients better in your calls so that they end up hiring you. Okay, you cannot be just another freelancer saying that, oh, I charge this much and then you'll get this much deliverables. Okay, then you will be paid like a freelancer who doesn't get paid well. Okay, hopefully this is clear so far. This has been a little intense, I believe, because it's so much, but this is important for you to know, because this is very key to getting good quality clients. Any questions about the course? I'll just answer it at the end, like let's drop it for now. Because today I just want to make sure you get everything you need. Yes, you do research for them. And regarding pricing techniques, for highly paid skill sets or highly paid offers, you need to give them a detailed breakdown first. Okay, so for example, if I am pitching a $1,000 branding project, I won't say branding and $1,000. Okay, I would be like logo this much price, graphics this much price, 20 graphics this much price, typography and blah 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 this much price, and then I'll probably give them the breakdown that this comes down to $1,200 and I will be giving you a discount to $800 or $1,000. Okay, when you are selling high ticket, you need to give a breakdown कि कौन से service का कितना charge कर रहे हैं आप. Okay, and this is possible in any industry. Secondly, you will charge 50% for confirmation or booking or as an advance, so that you make sure that this client is serious and not gonna scam you. Okay, just saying something like, hey, I charge 50% advance and 50% on the end of the month or end of the project is gonna be enough. And lastly, revealing market standards. Okay, a lot of times when you get on a client call, the client may not even have an idea ki matlab what is the average charge in this industry. Okay, for example, for a good quality marketing course, the prices are around 30 to 40,000 rupees in India also. Okay, there are many cheap courses out there. I have wasted so much money on them, but anything that's good in quality charges at least 30 to 40,000. Okay, but when I tell someone who is looking into freelancing and they want to go into marketing कि मतलब 30 to 40,000 वाले courses कर लो, they are very shocked and they don't do it. They do the low price course and that doesn't even help them. Okay, they don't understand कि marketing is such a advanced skill set. If you want to learn from the right people, the market standard is pretty high, especially even in India. Okay, so a lot of times even your client doesn't know कि freelancers कितना charge करते होंगे. They have no idea कि branding packages कितना pricey होता है, कितना effort जाता है branding के अंदर. So when you're getting on a call, when you're talking to them, try to tell them that the market standards for this is itna, but I will charge you this much. Okay, that is going to anchor them towards a certain price. Okay, it's important for you to educate your clients, because a lot of times it's not like that your client is chindi. Okay, it's not like your client is a cheap person. They probably don't even have an idea how much these things cost. Okay, because they've not done this before. Or maybe they worked with someone, but their charges were like wildly different, or deliverables were wildly different. Okay, it's very easy to say, oh, I'm only getting bad clients, oh, I'm only getting low paying clients. You have to dig a little deeper into why they are low paying. A lot of times you have to dig a little deeper into why you are getting those clients specifically. Okay, there's much deeper reasons for any problem than just the problem itself. Okay, and saying that, oh, I'm having this problem is the easiest way out, it's chickening out in my opinion. So try to understand where they stand, and revealing the market standards before you discuss pricing is going to help you a lot. Okay, you can do this in DM, you can do this in call, but it's definitely going to shoo away people who are not qualified of your time. Okay. Now let's talk about phrases that will make sure that you get the clients, that you win. Okay, ensuring that the client that I'm working with or the prospect that I'm talking to is feeling confident about me. Okay, they feel that they will win with me and they will feel heard by me is the next goal for me. So how would I reach that? By making them feel very understood. Because in a survey, 71% business owners said that it's crucial for agencies they work with, and freelancers basically become agencies when they are growing a lot of times. So it's very important for agencies they work with to understand their business objectives, okay, instead of obsessing over deliverables. Okay, 5 things I love saying, and this helps so much. Okay, and I'll give you full context to all of this. This is again in context of how am I talking to the client. Okay, so you can take inspiration from this. You are charging this much, but according to my research, your market standard is this much, and what makes you charge this much despite knowing that market mein itna rate hai. In one case, maybe the client is charging lesser than market standard. So I'll convince them that I believe more in their worth than they believe in themselves. That's going to be a point they will hire me for. Okay. That is one reason why you should bring it up, especially if you think your client charges lesser than market standard in their industry. Okay. Secondly, if the client charges more in their industry than they should, or than the market standard, okay, then I'll tell them that it's going to be hard for them to convince people to pay that money because market standard is so much lower. But I can help them, okay, if they are able to reveal why they charge so much. Okay, I'll give you a context. Okay, let's say there's a clothing brand. Okay, and this is like first hand experience. There's a clothing brand makes women's clothes. Okay, pajama, sleepwear. Okay, and average cost for women's pajama nightwear is 1,000-1,500 rupees. Okay, let's say these people are charging less than 700 rupees for their sets. I will tell them that charge more because you should charge more because your quality is this great and that and whatever. And that is one point of sale I can make, like trying to help them make more money. The second type of client can be that someone who is probably selling silk nightwear. Okay, and silk nightwear costs like 8,000 to 10,000 rupees, which is like almost 8 to 10 times the market standards in this industry. Okay, but of course they have to charge so much because it's silk. So I will tell them that how to communicate the value of silk clothing to their customers. Okay, so in both cases I'll approach the situation differently, but the phrasing will be the same. Okay, hopefully this is clear for you. If your name is Ali Abdal, you should ask better questions. If you don't know what the general charges of a market are, you find it out by asking people who are a part of the market. If you don't know how much pajama nightwear costs, for example, ask some business owners. Okay, they will probably tell you the pricing anyway. A lot of times it's just available publicly. Only in B2B it's a little hard to get. Otherwise, in most industries it's very easy to find out market standards. Again, best way to start any conversation is with a compliment. Second, I want to know what your focal point is in the next quarter, traffic, revenue or growth. Please share only one area of focus and we can take it from there. Okay, this is something a lot of clients get confused. Unko revenue bhi chahiye, growth bhi chahiye, traffic bhi chahiye, and it's impossible to work on all areas at the same time. Okay, so I try to figure out their priority and pitch my service accordingly. For example, if someone says that their priority is traffic, I will offer them, viral content strategy packages instead of, launch packages, which I will prefer in case of revenue goals. In that case, I will tell them that launch again or relaunch or start a new launch or something like that. Okay, because that will help them with revenue. Okay, but if their goal is traffic, they will probably focus more on content. So the strategies will be so different depending on their area of focus for the quarter. Okay. Now, I'll give you another example that kind of follows from two. Okay, and let's say this client is telling you that they want to reach 20 lakhs per month in revenue. Okay, you have a look at their data, and according to the current conversion rate, they need about 200 buyers every month so that they can make 20 lakhs a month. Okay, but they won't get 200 buyers because maybe they don't have enough traffic. If they have like 30 people coming on the website every day, it's very unlikely they'll get 200 buyers that month. Okay, so I'll look at the conversion rate, do the math, and maybe I come to the conclusion that they will need much more people. Maybe they'll need 300, 400 people every day coming to their profile so that they actually end up making that many sales, which will mean that they will have to grow their traffic. Okay, so I would propose that won't it make more sense to work on traffic first, because clients can give you an unrealistic expectation that I need 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs, but that's not going to happen without a huge audience actually seeing that product and actually loving that product. Okay, so this is how you can kind of pitch there. Okay, this is something very important because it will kind of save you from unrealistic expectations of clients who don't have their priorities set. Okay, now another thing that I really love telling my clients, and this is something I say only because I'm a marketer, you may not say it, and this is that, hey, I'm obsessed with revenue than any other number. Would you consider it a point of difference? Because in my experience, the best deals are the ones based on profit. All clients have said yes. I've not had a single client who said no. Oh, I did have a single client who said no, and they continued to work with me after a month because they were just doing it as a passion project. Okay, but most clients want the revenue, and when they hear that you are going to help them with revenue, they fall in love with you, because most marketers, again, I have a lot of course learning, and in courses we are taught to say that, hey, I cannot guarantee revenue. Okay, and that is something we don't say anyway, but I tell them that I am obsessed with revenue, I'll make sure that you have revenue. Okay, I don't say that as a guarantee, I just say that as a focal point. Okay, because guarantees you can't give in a volatile market like this. Okay, in most service-based industries, you can't give guarantees on things that are out of your control, and revenue is definitely a point out of my control. Okay, and out of anyone's control. But with focus, with experience, it's unlikely that someone won't make revenue with my guidance. Okay, it's very unlikely. But this is something I always say, and this impresses my clients a lot, and usually we end up signing the deal within an hour of that call. Okay, and lastly, if I know they have a certain goal, they want to grow their business to 2 crores, 5 crores a year. Okay, I ask them, what are you willing to do now that you were not ready to do before, to make sure that this is a reality? Because if they are not making 5 crores a year, there's a reason behind that. Okay, and if they know the reason, that is going to be even easier. So maybe they know that they didn't market it well enough. That's why they didn't make that. So if this person wants to make 5 crores a year, I will be able to charge more to this person because they have such huge goals. They will understand that I'll serve them in that huge manner as well. Okay, why won't they pay me at least 50,000 a month? Okay, this is a very powerful question that you can ask. Okay, we should charge on a percentage basis than fixed charge. Depends so much on your industry that I would refrain from an answer without a context. It's definitely a possibility, but again, I need full context to this before making a decision like this. I know a lot of people who do that though, and it works fine for them, but it's very, very dependent on the kind of person you're working with, the kind of industry you're working with. I'm glad that you're having fun, Literary Overflow. I have no idea what your actual name is, but glad that you're having fun. Hopefully you took screenshot. Lastly, mindset changes that you are gonna have, and with that we're coming towards an end slowly. Routine versus practice. Instead of making routines, try to have practices. Okay, because routines are so volatile, but practices are intrinsic to your being. Okay, routine is someone going for drinks every weekend. Practice is refraining from drinks like altogether. Okay, and practices are so intrinsic to you. I'm not saying don't drink, I'm just giving an example, by the way. So if you have a certain time at which you learn skills, you look for clients, that's a routine. But you being dedicated to financial growth in life is a practice. So always stick to practices and not routines. Because the moment something goes wrong, routines is the first thing people stop doing. Okay, but practices don't change. Second, process versus talent. Okay, this is something I got at Skills You Need, and I loved it. Okay, it talked about how people say, oh, you did so well, you're really good at maths. I get it all the time. You're so good at copy, you're so good at presentations, you're so good at this and that and all. But that's not it. I worked very hard on it. So what I would love to hear is that you tried so hard and you've grown so much. It's been so many years. You've been really putting efforts. So it's important to praise the process, not the talent or ability. Because talent or ability, very few people actually have intrinsically. It's mostly like a lot of hard work. Rohan, both in calls and DMs will be fine, but more preferred in calls. And lastly, and you will do this as your homework, understand the difference between value versus price. Okay, and the huge difference between these, because both of these affect decision, but value drives all decisions. It's not price. Price is a very secondary thing. Okay, it's the value of this decision that will make that purchase. So it doesn't matter if you're selling your service for 1,000 or 10,000 or even a lakh. If it's worth value that is worth more than that, then anyone will pay you whatever price you want for it. Okay, price is a very secondary thing. It's just something that people are thinking of when they are making a purchase, but it's nothing if they perceive value to be high. Okay, the best example would be when people suffer from terminal diseases, God forbid, they will spend any amount of money to be back in their old body again. Okay, they'll spend any amount of money. The price does not matter, because the value at the end of it is a disease-free life. Okay, and nothing can compare. So when it comes to business, if you can help someone have the business of their dreams, making crores or $100,000 a year, the price of your service is going to be such a secondary thing that you don't even have to worry about it. Okay, understand the value of your offer first. Okay, and make sure that you are the valuable person in this whole scenario, that the price is nothing. Okay, the money doesn't even matter to you. Okay, it's the value you're bringing to them that works. Now, I'll answer some frequently asked questions that I've been seeing in the chats, and I get them all the time in DMs and all. When is the next live class after this? It depends on your feedback. If enough people want it, if I see enough tags, shares, and if I see you really enjoying everything, I will try to make this a monthly thing, like do one every month. Otherwise, I'll do it once in every 3 to 6 months, depending on when I have the best amount of time. Okay, so again, I don't know, but I'll keep you updated on Instagram. What's going to be the topic of the next live call depends on your demand. We learned about a lot of things today, but I'm pretty sure that you have so many questions. I'll see the most common questions and try to make the next topic that. So please do comment, do give regular feedback on our posts and all. I will get a lot of help from that. And about my academy, our academy is not open right now, so you cannot join. The best thing you can do right now is probably stay on the wait list, so that when we open, you get a special discount that we have never offered before, and some more exclusive bonuses before, like next year we increase price and all. But it's closed right now. I have nothing to sell right now. But if you are really interested, you can stay on the wait list. Now, with that, I want to end this by telling you that there's a very popular quote from Perks of Being a Wallflower, and it says, you get what you think you deserve. Or the quote there was that we accept the love we think we deserve. Okay, and here I want to talk about how you get what you think you deserve. If you think that you deserve high-paying clients, if you think you deserve a life of being your own boss, having part-time, full-time income with freelancing, you will get it. Okay, and no matter what the income goal, it's possible to make 50K, it's possible to make a lakh, it's possible to make 5 lakhs. Okay, but it is very limited by your thoughts of yourself and how much you're willing to go for that. Okay. Secondly, another quote from How I Met Your Mother, that you can ask the universe for all the signs you want, but ultimately we'll only see things we'll only see what we want to see when we are ready to see it. Okay, so all these things that you have learned today, you'll probably apply it only when you personally want to. No matter how much motivation I try to give you, it's not gonna work. So if this is a priority for you, please work on it. Okay. I want to end this with this slide, which I think is a lot of your question, that what if I make mistakes when I work for clients, especially when charging high? How can I dare to make mistake? Okay, this is a quote from Drake. Don't like the person that much, but I was born to make mistakes, not to fake perfections. This has been my life motto, that you cannot be perfect all the time. You cannot fake being perfect all the time. You are born to make mistakes. You will make mistakes, and that's better for your growth than to fake being perfect all the time, because then you won't grow. You'll just stay stuck. Okay, so embrace making mistakes. It's learning, it's amazing for you. All right, I'll just quickly check the Q&A section here. Um, yes, they are. I'll try to do it monthly. Again, I'll not be able to answer all the questions. I'm just trying to take up the ones that are like the most detailed or the most important, I believe, in the context to this. A trial of 15 or 30 days is not a good strategy usually. Again, packaging, pricing, and all of that is very detailed. You can go for our master classes for that. It's not possible to talk about that like in a few minutes. Okay, it needs a lot of context to actually be productive. How can you track ROI? Okay, I think you sent that question too many times, Krati. I think it's gotten banned. Don't send one question or something like same again and again and again. You get banned. I was about to read it, but okay. Is freelancing possible in finance field? Financial coach, yeah, probably. Accountant, yeah, probably. Should one continue working for a client who isn't playing well, but the project provides great learning curve? Yes, if you value the learning curve and you don't hate the job, sure, but try to negotiate at least. How to know which skill is suitable for you? What have you done already in the past, and what seems to really catch your liking? How will this live be saved? No. Sorry, again, same questions, probably gonna get banned. Don't ask the same question again and again. I'm a paid ad person. Any suggestion to get international client? First, to stop spamming the chat box, and secondly, to go in groups like ClickFunnels, Facebook ad buyers. Usually I've found very good clients there. Is your course international? Depends a little bit on where you're from, but it's specifically for Indian freelancers. How to approach international clients if you think you're not fluent in English? Try to start with Indian clients first. Which industry is well paying towards social media? All industries have the potential to be well paying. Depends a lot on what you're serving, okay, and how you're packaging it. How to say no politely? I have too many time commitment right now and I won't be able to take up this project, but thank you for thinking of me. I'm a computer engineer. I don't like to do. Yeah, surely we have a lot of computer engineers in our academy as well, actually. Will COVID affect content and marketing work? Then it would have affected it like 1 year ago. No, it won't. How to accept international payments? PayPal. Yes, we have Bangladeshi students in our academy. Very few, but we do. Tamanna, I think I covered that in the beginning as much as possible. Anything beyond that won't be in the scope today, but maybe in the next session I can delve deeper into client acquisition strategies in specific just. The level of entitlement though. If you're new to my channel, just browse it. What's the skills needed to be a launch consultant? You must be really good at launching, as the name's kind of is self-evident. For a few more hours till midnight. I'm not sure. I've not really used that, Neha. Can commerce background students freelance? Yes, why not? Definitely they can. I'll answer questions for about 3 more minutes. Sorry that I'm not able to answer them all. It's actually practically impossible because of the volume here, but trying to get back to as many possible. Can anyone be a content writer? Yes. Social media manager? Yes. Consulting? No. Needs more skills. Yeah, Anushri, it really depends on the context of how you speak. Can you have multiple skills? Yes, you can. I have multiple skills. Why not? It's called skill stacking. Can we earn six figures by working 4 to 5 hours? Are you talking about Indian six figures? Yes. That is 1 lakh a month. Yeah. No, Rare World, no. Uh, could you help us with what services good social media? I'll try to include it in the next session, but all of this is covered in much more details in the social media manager masterclass, social media marketing masterclass. Maybe you can consider that. Or if you are like on the fence or want to join Freelance Academy in the future, then hold on it. I discussed that already. Oh, I'm glad that you're excited. No, cold emailing doesn't work for most people, but for those it does, it works like amazing. How to integrate these models? By asking them questions. How to get rid of imposter syndrome? You can get rid of imposter syndrome only when you deal with enough clients. So I believe that is where you have to do the most work there. Okay, so you have to get clients. Without clients, you'll never get rid of imposter syndrome. But imposter syndrome never totally goes away anyway. I've been working for so long, we still have imposter syndrome. So it's just something you kind of learn to get comfy with slowly. All right, hopefully I've been able to answer a majority of the questions. I'm really sorry for all the questions I cannot answer because it's just too much. It'll take me like hours to be here, and I have some commitments today after this. But I hope that you got a lot of materials. Hopefully you'll be able to apply these as well. The only thing I want to say is that a lot of times when we get access to materials for free, we don't value it as much. But I can assure you that this is much better than many 499,000 rupee webinars and workshops you'll probably attend or may have already attended. Okay, it's now your implementation that will make all the difference. So make sure you work on it. If you need any specific materials, I will try to make posts on it on Instagram, especially like the 5 examples I had shown. I think I'll definitely do this. And if based on your feedback, I'll check out all the shares, tags and all that. I'll try to get back to all of you later as well. And based on the total feedback of today's event, I'll try to make this a monthly thing. Okay. Hopefully you had a lot of fun. Next call, whenever that live session is, I'll try to also give you some materials that you can actually have like workbooks or cheat sheets. That will also be very helpful. I really didn't have enough time to prepare for this. So I couldn't make like additional workbooks. I'll try to supply you with those. And thank you so much for being such a lovely audience today and having such great questions. It's been very, very nice to talk to all of you. Hopefully that I'll get more updates on your progress through the weeks that pursue. And in 2022, making money is the priority, and hopefully I'll be able to assist you with that. Okay. I will probably have to end through this, right? Yeah, I should have looked there. Now I'm so bad about this. But yeah, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm going to end this right now. Thank you so much for being such a lovely audience. Please tag me in your notes and the pictures you've clicked. Make sure that it look pretty in those pictures if you're tagging me. Thank you. And yeah, start being active on social media. Start looking for clients like the way I talked about. Use the templates, use the strategies that I've talked about, and yeah, you can probably update me with it in the coming months. Okay. Oh, thank you, Yash. That's such a sweet thing. He says that Freelance 101 Academy is in the top of his dream board. Thank you. That is very, very flattering. Make sure that you stay on the wait list then, because then you'll get an exclusive discount. Okay. I will end this. the links are in the description. If you need anything else, I'll try to add everything in the description as well. Some resource files will also be in the description. For example, I think that an article all of you should read is on money dials. Okay, basically why people buy things. Okay, that will help you even more in understanding what your clients might be looking for. Okay, this is the article that I'm talking about. I'll add it within the chat box actually. Hush. Love it. Money dials, this article was very, very eye-opening. That's why I was going through this before this call itself. Because this is why people buy, right? This is the intrinsic factors. These are things you should focus more on than like external skills. Okay. Yes, it's ultimately all about giving lots and lots of value. Okay. Thank you so much for being a lovely audience. Connect with you on Instagram. Good night. Make sure that you ask me any questions if you have any soon. Okay. Bye.